Hey, it's me. Ow. Damn stupid stuff. Stuff is stupid. Started off grouchy today. Grouchy. Grouchy. I should be doing better because I think I've conquered the freezer bugs. Hey, what's a freezer bug, you may ask? Well, I have learned that cockroaches will live in the back of your freezer or the back of your fridge. They will. And how to conquer them? Because once they're in there, they're in there. Uh, they're the hardest ones to track down. What are they coming from? Because my room is relatively well sealed. I have gotten cockroaches under my front door, and I live outside, but they will, venture in. What I do is this works for me too. Table salt, line of that. I've tried to seal my door, but it's uh, getting my landlord to do it. It'll get fucked up. Well intentioned. I've used it with duct tape. Yeah, and I've tried. It worked for a while. Also had sandbags. Well, actually, bags of a whole bunch of grain that I was gonna make whiskey out of, and then I quit drinking. But I did make some. I, I, I can make liquor. It's not a problem. Why the hell CEO doesn't do it? Oh, boy's slipping. He hasn't made a potato gun either. This is shit's just screaming to be done. Come on, CEO. Ever tried to light a cigarette with aviation goggles on? I don't know. These things are dangerous. Probably what killed my father in the long run. He wore the goggles way back in the 50s and conked his head and cracked his head, did all kinds of stuff, and eventually killed him. He was 27. I didn't even know the bastard. He was awful. He murdered people. He did and sold morphine, beat his wife and his other wife. Yeah, he had two at once. He was a bigamist, check forger, head of a motorcycle gang, the Galloping Gooses. So you can look that up. They were shitbags. I mean, all one percenters are shitbags. They're punks. We can get over any kind of adoration if you have these chumps. They're criminals. They're awful. The world doesn't need them at all. That's what I say. It's true. I think my mom would agree. And she got her baptism in fire from those chumps, including my father. God rest his tormented soul. Anyway, but down to churbugs. Hey, I still dither. Did I miss my dithering? Whether or not you've missed it or not, I'm back. So, yeah. So the freezer bugs live in the freezer or the fridge. I have both stacked up. I'd show you, but why? I probably have panned on them before. So I had to get rid of them, and I don't use insecticide for much of anything. I do use the bait traps, which work for the baby bugs, but it's residual and it doesn't work that well. So what I did was started using my salt barrier, which kills them slowly. It makes them really slow. They're like slow moving zombies. So at first they come out and there's a good shitload of them. Like, that's where they're all coming from. I thought they lived in my bathroom, and they will come through outlets. Isn't that creepy? Or up drains, but that wasn't it. I dealt with that. And it used to be very occasional. Like, fuck, who cares? A couple of cockroaches, I can get rid of them. Like, they don't get in my face. Yeah. somebody yelling my name? If so, I'm going to kick the shit out of them. Nobody yells at my door. Not twice. So yeah, bit by bit. Well, they sprayed every place in the building except mine because I won't allow it. So it's happened before. You get a couple more, and yeah, they're half dead. But not this time. I don't know what they did different, but it was a cavalcade of bugs. And yeah, I was out of my freezer. I mean, I've long suspected there were a couple living in there. Like, okay, whatever. And I'm a lazy slob, but I didn't take care of them. This time I had to surround them. Little barrier. Well, the only water they can get is in my bathroom. So even if they're dying, they're going to try and get water. Now, with a salt barrier, yeah, they'll come across, but they are sick bastards. They turn black. They're not looking good. I don't know if they're going to lay eggs or not, but whatever. They also vacuum every single day. Vacuum, vacuum, vacuum. Any bug problems you have, no matter what they are, if you have bed bugs, God help you, because Jesus, I've been through that before. A couple of times at different people. In my place, I could actually take care of it, because if you have multiple people, they're not going to do these strict fascist regimen of a skilled bug hunter. And once you have them, insecticide is not going to cure anything. Once they're in there, they're hard to combat. And if you can't tent your entire place, which you can't here because I live in a fairly large building, and the owner's not going to spring for that, because that would involve them giving me a motel room for how long it takes. And, you know, he's a good landlord, good owner, but yeah, he really is good. He takes care of stuff, but there are limits. And again, I like the guy. I like my building. I like my room. I like my hovel. If you like my hovel, yeah, you can get bent. I love it. Haven't seen your houses, have I? Well, I've seen the CEO's. It's cozy. Got some stains on the floor, like where people have and how they live. But it looks nice. I like his kitchen. It's like a country kitchen. You know, not perfect, but it's really good. Looks like people actually cook in there. I love a stove. I have stove envy. I don't have a real oven, but I do have, you know, a double burner hot plate thingy, which is good enough for me. I have a blender. I've been all through that. Yeah, okay. I can boil and can't bake, but I'm not going to bake anyway. It makes everything hot. Just not going to do it. If I bought it, I still wouldn't do it. It was hard getting myself to cook at all for a while, because I had depression. Fuck over it. I'm dealing with it. I'm making games. There's no pity here. I don't want any. What's the point? I'm used to it. Oh. Only my friend Tater. We're in sync about the whole thing, and she's great. She's my groupie. She's wonderful. I love you, Tater. You're my friend. You never let me down. I think she's mad at me right now. Whatever. Hopefully she'll get over it. None of your business. So as the freezer bugs, it's winding down. I mean, we've gone for a bajillion to one or two, maybe three a day. I haven't seen any today thus far, but knock wood. But if it continues at one or three or four, I'm good. Five, and I'm going to keep my regimen with my salt and dishwashing soap around the drains, because they'll try to cross that, but it kills them. Just they're really clean. Their hair is lustrous, but they're dying. They're dying. Weirdly enough, I feel sorry for the fuckers. They're just trying to live. But I'm a warrior. You're gonna die. To Valhalla with him. Off to Cobra Hell, which he's not going. He doesn't even really believe in hell, but we won't go there. That's Cobra. I love the dork. And yeah, another thing. People are still slagging on Cobra. He's trying. He's making videos of cooking and stuff. He shows up drunk once in a while, but not with the amount. So the boy's somehow making himself better. So I think if we are to be charitable and good and loving human beings, we need to take that into account. If not, you're just a fucking troll and whatever. Cobra is better than his trolls, by a long shot, and that's true. If you don't like Cobra, don't watch him. He makes that clear. If you don't like me, just watch something else. He's one human being, one little pinpoint in the universe. Why are you wasting all of your mean energy on him? And no, he's not doing anything really wrong. You can toss out all the allegations you want, but nothing's proven. I don't think he's doing anything necessarily that wrong. You know, his lizard's alive, appears to be thriving. Yeah, he had some problems. He resolved them. He actually did real research. He takes care of his lizard. Don't mock that. I mean, it's nonsense. He takes better care of his lizard than you probably do your dog or cat. Well, maybe not, but still about the same thing. I don't feel pride for anybody or anything, including myself, but I'm relieved that he's on the road to at least surviving reasonably well. He survives about as well as I do. Sorry, we all can't be stable, integrated human beings. And a lot of trolls seem to think, oh, everybody can do it because I can do. Fuck you. A lot of us can't. I'm doing much better because my year of sloth has come to an end. I'm on top of daily. Oh, dear God. Yeah, I tried to take a break today and no go. I mean, my regimen is like 2 hours a day, which, trust me, a tiny room requires a lot more than the average house because everything is glaring. Everything gets moved and it's fluid. And every time you move stuff, you're going to get more dust. I don't care how often you dust. You're getting more dust. And I've had people slag on my room to the point where I wouldn't share it with anybody because I wasn't ashamed. Felt sorry for the trolls, but then fuck it. If you don't like my room, don't look. But some people seem to kind of get the aesthetic of the whole thing. Like, it's got a kind of a beatnik hobo thing, but it's all functional. You can cook in here, and it's not outrageous. There's no real trash in here. It looks like clutter, but it's not. All my stuff it's my stuff. It's my entire universe. It's my closet. It's my garage. It's my everything. I like owning stuff because I like stuff. I use a lot of stuff, or will, or someday some of it will be given away. I don't hoard. If I find something that's trash, I get rid of it. Chuck it. I'm better to get rid of a TV set that was given to me, and God, I wish I could use it, but I can't. I like my phone. I have 2 phones now, 2 functioning phones, two accounts. That's been a nightmare to get that all together. It was a couple of weeks. I won't bore you because I've gone on about it with people too much, and yeah, it was a nightmare on my part, but trivial to you if you don't understand what your computer is your phone, and if your computer breaks down and all your data is lost and you can't retrieve anything, it's pretty serious. It's not life-threatening, but sure robs me of a lot of pleasure. Yeah, enough. See, I can't just shut up about it. Shut up, you shattering old dithering man. Yeah, I don't have to. I'm an American. And I'm a recluse, so you can't get me. You can't come to my room. Oh, no. Nobody can go in my room. Once a year, somebody has to inspect, but that's already got done. And nobody comes in here in my room. Should be sad, but it's not. So yeah, and I've been absent too long. I don't know. I told myself maybe today. And today I was like, okay, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tonight. And with my new fixation on getting shit done, here I am. Yep, this is. And if this video doesn't come out, I'd be furious for myself for not doing a test. But live dangerously. Still smoking indoors. That wasn't gonna last. That would involve going outside and having to talk with random colleagues or even friends, and I just want to be left alone. When I'm on my porch, just pretend I'm in no, nobody gets that. And the same people, if you knock on their door, they're not going to answer, or one guy does, but he's James, and if he needs me, if he needs to come to my room for anything, he's allowed to. He's a good guy. He's St. James, the atheist cat patron. He is. He's interesting character, the likes of which, sadly enough, you'll never meet a person like him, because there are very few of us, and we're nearly extinct. So it truly is your loss. But I guess if you don't know that something exists in your life, you don't miss it. But I'm telling you, you miss a lot. Yeah, I'm getting glimpses into the lives of others, thank you to the internet, and I can understand it pretty quickly. It's not that difficult. Sadly, I wish it was more difficult. Wish it was more esoteric. It's never gonna be. Ship sailed. It makes me sad. Old men get sad about that stuff, but my mission is failed. Oh well, but I did it. I can do stuff with my brain that doesn't need to be done anymore. Goodbye, literature. Goodbye, artistic discipline. Frig. Yeah, I'm too old for it anyway. I don't have the mania. I don't have the insanity required to do that at all in the day anymore. Do I miss it? You always miss nonstop mania, even though it's destroying you and it's incredibly painful. It's very addictive. And now I have mania in generally lately short stints. And my depression is pretty shallow now. I'm pretty much, whatever. Resigned. Happily resigned for the most part. Watch me smoke more. Didn't set fire to my nose. Always a plus. So yeah, I'm just checking in, and hopefully I'll be making funny content one of these days. But I've been absorbed in others that would be trivial pursuits. For me, it's therapeutic, evolutionary, As much as I will ever evolve, because I'm old. Yeah. All right. Long live Cobra. Long live the Cobraverse. Long live you Boglums, because you're wonderful people, and I love you, and you mean just tons to me. So, take care, and again, I hope this fucking video works. I'll soon find out.